This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and make sure you smash that hype button. All right, so I saw Wyclef Jean. I guess he had a Koenigsegg out, which is like, a really expensive car, okay? And he had this out to for a Sue Surf video. I thought this guy got rid of his car collection. Wyclef is a weird guy. After the Haiti situation that happened in 2010, an earthquake, he got accused of taking the funds and stuff like that. I can't really speak to that. I remember that. And I remember kind of how he used to act over the years. I was around him a few times. He's all right. It's just that, I don't know, something about him just is weird. It's weird. He hasn't put out any music since he had remember that big album, The Carnival? That was in the 90s, right? You haven't really, seen anything huge with him. He did a lot of features during the early 2000s, and then you just don't really see him anymore. But apparently he still has big cars. And he started an electric car company for supercars back 2 or 3 years ago. It's called Apex. Did this ever come out? Let me see if the Apex car ever came out. You might not even. I know you don't care about Wyclef Jean. I just saw him and I was like, oh, Wyclef Jean. Did the Apex car? So supposedly it did come out. Wait. Apex Cars, right? It's called Attucks. Attucks Car Company. What happened with it? Attucks is a car company created by Wyclef Jean in partnership with Apex Motors to build Apex AP0 Electric. Who knows if anybody owns it, but they did make it. It looks just like the one he's sitting in right here. Okay. And I don't even know how he has a car. How does your house get foreclosed on in Florida for $484,000? It doesn't make sense. Why would you let it go? Why wouldn't you just pay it and just sell it? I don't know. Jim Jones is doing everything but responding to 38 Spesh, who called him out so bad that you kind of have to respond. I mean, to mention your girl, a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. We'll get back to 38 Spesh in a minute because he did talk about Jadakiss. He basically, let's just wrap it up here. He basically said, Jadakiss, I put $500,000 on the line for us to get on stage together, 3 rounds. Who has the best bars? And we'll have Rakim, KRS-One, and Coogee Rap judge it. I wouldn't do that because those guys are probably going to side with Jadakiss. They've all had history with him, I don't know about that. I wouldn't put $500,000 on the line for that. Yeah, I would want. They'd have to be foolproof, 3 sets of different votes. Blueface says, damn well I ain't post that. Chrisean Rock posted their kid on his page somehow and said my boy, but he still denies that this is his child. I think I don't know. That's a big mess. Blueface turned into a reality person. He's been turned into that since 2020, right? Chrisean Rock is she's still questionable. So this guy that she was dating in Baltimore died a year ago, right? He was killed. And they're still trying to find justice, right? She's still being brought up as a possible person that could have ordered something to happen to him. I don't know why, but that's still on the table. I didn't even know that. Rick Ross final first week says all these blogs are trying to save Rick Ross. It's almost like Rick Ross went out and bought 2,000 copies of his own album or complained to Gamma. Now he's going to do 19,000 instead of 17,000. The official sales were already in last week. What do you mean? You came up with 2,000 sales a couple days later, 6 days later? Azealia Banks, ex-manager, calls restraining order request desperate. So I guess her and her former manager have been going to court. She sought court order protection, facing criticism from the other side. She filed for a temporary restraining order against Jeff, accusing the longtime music executive of emotional abuse dating back from 2014. But does she want anything else from him? I don't know. She has a lot of drama in her life. I'm not accusing her of anything, but I'm just saying she does have a lot of drama in her life. If I were her, I would just stay away from everybody. Seems to maybe attract drama. So, yeah, some people do. I've seen people that attract drama in their life, and not purposely. It finds them. Or she just can't stand people, and it becomes drama. Who knows? Finesse 2 times reacts to the leak of Moneybagg Yo and Ari. They came out with a sex tape. And, pause, bro. He says he's talking about the size of his, manhood and how he's, letting her control the situation in the bedroom, and Moneybagg Yo has no control. I don't know. Cassie has officially dismissed from former escort trafficking case. This is he wants money. The guy that was hired to smash her by Diddy. Supposedly, he says, this whole case has ruined my life. I was trying to be a lawyer. So now it's just Diddy. But Cassie was kind of complicit in this. I don't know. I don't know if that's fair. Angela Simmons. This is Run's daughter. This is the one that's coming out with an album now through Ruff Ryders. And all she does is talk over beats like, I'm feeling free, like a dove flying through the sky, through the clouds, dropping through the trees, nesting deep within the trees, the worms. It's like, what do you, stop, please. Yeah, I didn't realize this. Traplo Ross brought this up. The beef between Drake and YG happened because Drake did a feature with Drakeo, who is YG's op. Now, that's just YG being sensitive, because in LA, there's tons of ops. And it's more, Drake helped YG. YG did not help Drake. They didn't have some crazy bond. Drake helped him twice. Okay? Drake helped him twice. Didn't do anything for Drake's career. It was a record. Drake's the golden boy. I know you guys hate Drake, but I'm just telling you, he is. So you always have a golden boy in the industry. Wayne was the golden boy for a while. 50 was the golden boy for a while. Kanye was the golden boy for a while. Drake's just been the golden guy for over a decade. He just had a longer run. YG's in his feelings. And that ended up with him allegedly committing murder or orchestrating a murder that might send him to jail for the rest of his life. Good job, YG. Tricked yourself out of a legitimate job. Because it is a job. So Nicki Minaj is being brought to court. Complaint filed by 24/7 Production CEO. The company covered luxury hotel stays and other travel costs for Nicki Minaj and her team while coordinating multiple appearances. The company alleges it was never fully reimbursed. It is now seeking to recover the funds. I think it's something like $100,000 or something like that. That's a lot. Why they were covering it, I have no idea. Four Seasons Hotel in Fort Lauderdale added another $25,000 in lodging expenses. What? That's a lot of money. Oh, anyways. Who knows? Yo, this Lil Wayne, I like Lil Wayne, but this act he does that he used to do, I used to interview him back in like 2008, 9, around that time, 7. We did a few music videos together, right? He doesn't know who I am. Like, every time I met Wayne, and think about it, I did 3 interviews with him, 2 music videos, right? 2 or 3 music videos he was in. 3. The one with Nicki, the one with Jewels, and the one Money on My Mind video with him. Still never knew my name. Right? I don't care. It was funny to me. Because I was like, geez, this guy's really like... And like, we'd have conversations and everything, and then that was it. Then I wouldn't see him for another 6 months, and then I'd see him, hey, what's up, man? I know you. You look familiar. Like, what? So anyways, that was funny to me. But you're still doing that? I could understand back then. He was very busy. He was like doing 1 million features. I think he did 100 features one year, right? So I was like, yeah, he just meets people every day, right? But he still does this act where he's like, I don't eat fast food. I don't go to sleep. What else? He talks with little twists like they're little kids, like, tell him about the time we were in a hotel and you heard this. And he's like, what do you mean, man? You know, like they talk really weird. I don't sleep. Yeah, I don't do YouTube. You don't do YouTube? What do you do? Yeah, he works 24/7. Doing what, bro? Like, what are you talking about? I have a traveling chef. I only eat from my chef. Okay. Like, no wonder this guy before was having trouble with money. This guy will blow through 50, 100 million easily. Easily. That whole cash money system is weird. He's a part of that. Birdman out here claiming he still owns his whole catalog. What he's really talking about is the catalog prior to 2006. Because stuff that happened after that with like Nicki, Drake, Wayne, it got reverted to Universal when that whole money discrepancy happened and Birdman couldn't pay everybody in 2016 or 17. That's what happened. Because Universal confirmed this in this deposition thing with Drake, that they completely own the Drake catalog. Like it's them. I don't know. Black Boy Max trying to prove his manhood, I guess. I don't know what's going on with him. This guy, David, from what I've heard in this pre-trial, like they wanted to see if they were going to move forward with the trial, right? Bro, this guy's cooked, bro. This is a weird thing. First of all, dating a minor is crazy work, right? Just when you see the text messages and everything that you hear them from Trap Lord Ross who's in there, it's like, bro, this is some sick stuff. Like, this guy David was pretty sick, bro. And they're probably going to give him the death penalty when this is over with. Tylo did stream with Kai Cenat, and of course, like I said, she's promoting a new album. Then I looked at the album. There's millions of views on each song, and I'm like, I don't ever hear Tyler's, like, what that one song show. It's like everything's being pushed by this label And I do truly believe that certain artists, they have a 360 situation with the label, and the label has nothing but the incentive to push them as we call this a plant. They'll manufacture the numbers, this, and because like she's not that out there, but they're pushing her like she's Kanye or like Rihanna, pushing the numbers up, everything. It's just like they overdid it. Because like the Chanel song's big, but it's not like they're pushing it like it's like they push the numbers up so high. You would think she's bigger than Drake. It has more streaming numbers than a lot of the Drake songs that recently dropped. They overdid the bots. I'm going to tell you that much. LeBron James is reportedly planning to live in New York City and commute to Philadelphia by helicopter every day. You know who used to commute by helicopter every day? Kobe. Because he wanted to spend time with his family. He did it for family purposes. I mean, bro, I don't trust helicopters, bro. But I don't know. Hey, do what you want, bro. Young and Ace band. He's going to spend all his money just transporting himself. It's going to be a lot of money because what is his contract? $2 million? How much was it? LeBron 76ers contract. 2-year, $8 million. So each year's $4 million. He's probably going to live in a penthouse, right? This money's gone, bro. After $4 million, let's see, maybe he gets to keep $3 million. This money's gone, bro. You're going to fly a helicopter every day and live in a... He must be getting some sponsorships to pay for all that stuff. Young and Ace banned from having guns in Jacksonville, but their PD, he's also unable to have armed security in the city. Well, that's why he doesn't live there anymore. I think he lives in Texas. Fabulous checks critics over bedazzled fashion. I really don't care what people think. Well, then why are you even talking about it? That was weird. He had a bedazzled Yankee jersey. Bro, bedazzles went out like 20 years ago, didn't they? Yo, Fabulous used to be like known as like, yo, he gets fly, right? Then like at one point, I think like 6 or 7 years ago, he was just known as like the weird dresser. How did that happen? How did that happen? Like, how did the tables flip like that? I'm not one to criticize anybody's dressing. I'm just like, I just see what people say on the internet. It's like, what happened? What did people just gave up on Fabulous? Yo, brother, do you remember when people were counting down, like when the Olsen twins like became legal, and then all of a sudden they look like they're hungry, bro. 39-year-old Olsen twins Mary-Kate and Ashley look stunning. Go stop. Stunning is for sure. Your reaction would be, I'm stunned that they're so hungry and famished. They're famished, bro. See every bone in their body, they're like skeletons, bro. And what is this haircut they have? I can't even say what they look like. They look like a man's, part with a little bob on that. Yo, bro, look what they look like. And this is the LV ambassadors. Why? Because they're so skinny. You know how models, they was like, they're so skinny. How'd you get so skinny? Oh, I didn't eat for 1 year. I'm on a water fast. It's like, what? Someone get these girls some food, bro. Anyways. This is Jordan Tao with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and I appreciate you guys so much. I'll check you on the next one. Peace.